All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're so excited to have you here tonight to chat a little bit more about ways to enhance your health right now in this crazy, chaotic environment that we have going on. We are going to be going over a few things tonight. We're going to be showing you some groundbreaking research and some products that have come out of that research, and we're going to be showing you why we have chosen to really talk to other people about those products, and why it's now a passion and a mission for both of us to do that, to educate people on this platform. So you guys, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Olson. Hello. I'm coming to you from Minnesota, which is so fun that we can connect this way. I am a chiropractor by trade, but more importantly, I am the mom of 3, and I am a wife of, my husband and I have been together for 20 years now, which is so exciting. But it's so crazy how life changes, how your mentality changes with the situations you're under. A few years ago, I was in a really rough spot. I had just had my 3rd child, and I was really sick, and I wasn't finding help or changes with anything. I had really bad postpartum anxiety. I had heavy brain fog, chronic fatigue, and I had all these infections that I could not get rid of. And I was doing everything I knew how to do, and I was so frustrated. I was taking so many supplements, more than 30 really high quality physician only formulations. I was getting adjusted. I was seeing medical professionals. I was seeing mental health professionals. I was exercising. I was sleeping. I was doing everything I knew I needed to do and had recommended for other people, but I just wasn't making any ground. And what happened was my really good friend, Dr. Jess, who you're going to meet here as well, called me one day and said, this woman came into my office and she showed me this research on this new category of nutritional products that I know you haven't heard of, because I haven't heard of them, and I think it might be for you. And so I jumped on it and I started taking them. I was very skeptical, of course, because I'd been doing so many things, but within 10 days, I felt so much better. My brain fog had lifted. I could actually carry out a conversation, which was really hard for me. I actually hadn't gone back to work several months after my 3rd child because of that. I got rid of all those infections. My gut was on point, and I just felt so good. So within about a month, I went back to practice and started active practice again, and knew I had to incorporate these products and experiment with them with my patient base. And funnily enough, I was also looking for a way to kind of work my life around, not around my job, but work my job around my life. And what I found doing this is that I was able to talk to people, educate them on this healthcare format, educate them on this health experience, and be able to do that and be home more with my kiddos and my husband. So today we are going to just have you sit back and listen a little bit. I encourage you to be open. I always encourage everyone to think a little bit about where they're at with their health right now, what they're looking to accomplish with their goals with their health, what their top 3 health concerns are, and what it would look like if you were able to change and totally flip around out of those health concerns. Because I have to tell you, I know there's people out there that are praying for something to change right now dramatically. So I'm going to hand you off and let Jessica introduce herself.
Hello, and as Dr. Elizabeth said, I am super excited to be here. I have a pretty amazing personal testimony with the products, and I've seen many changes in not only family and friends, but also patient base and people that have just become friends because of the beauty of this business. So proper disclosures, of course, everyone's results are unique and different. And then our income disclosure, which we will show at the end, is something that is public knowledge because we are a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. So tonight we're going to cover 4 components to this company and kind of just give you a brief overview. But I want you to know that there's more science, more amazing science behind every single component of this company, which is why Dr. Elizabeth and I both, one of the main reasons why we partnered with this company. So these 4 components that we're going to cover are, of course, the products and the science, because this is where we really fell in love. And the second part is the compensation. The third is the timing. And then a 4th is, of course, the system. So the products and science is where we really want you to get this information. And really, in light of what's going on in the world, there hasn't really ever been a better time to focus on your health and where we can influence the health of your cells on that very, very simple cellular level. So if we get back to the health of the cells, we know that the organism, us, will be able to respond better to anything that it's exposed to. So LifeVantage began in a lab with a single question: is declining health something we have to simply accept as part of getting older? So the first discovery was that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. And then decades later, we discovered a way to activate these abilities. And activation is a different concept, and that is something that we're really going to be honing in on tonight. In 2003, this company was formed to continue that research and share it with the world. And it all started with one formulation. So we had one patent, one peer-reviewed study on this product. And then there was an ABC Primetime investigative report done on it in 2005. Now, if you remember these ABC Primetime reports, they weren't done to solidify research, right? They were done to debunk statements. And the statement that we made was that we could reduce oxidative stress on average of 40% in 30 days. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing, pharmaceutical or nutraceutical, has proven with peer-reviewed published research in PubMed to do that. So even though this happened in 2003 and then was reinforced in 2005, the information is still valid today. So we're going to watch part of that ABC Primetime clip, and then Dr. Elizabeth is going to explain a little bit more about what that meant.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It
wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, Doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks, even mental disease. Yes, depression, Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
So whoever invited you here can share a more extensive bit of that clip, but we just wanted you to get a very brief overview of that ABC Primetime Report. So
fabulous. So after that, wasn't this cool? If you heard what his results were, they actually revalidated the research and extended the research. It showed that he had bigger results in a faster amount of time. So after this, more people wanted to study this. So different universities and institutions began self-funding research on all of these products. And what's really cool now is that we have more validated peer-reviewed research than pretty much any pharmaceutical or any nutraceutical company has on an overall product, which is really, really a uniqueness, because most products have just a specific component of the product that shows research behind it, not the overall patented blend. So in 2009, after some reconfiguration within the company switched from retail to direct sales. And the cool thing about this, if you take anything away from this, these products are unique, and this company is unique because of what it does in regards to activating your body after health or aging has really changed your health. So as we age, different pathways that produce good health for us kind of decline and shut down. And when we're utilizing these products, we're actually flipping switches back on to activate those pathways. So your body's using its natural pathways to produce health and healing for you, which just means that your body utilizes things better and recognizes things better. So we're going to talk about the different theories of aging and the different pathways that have changed with aging. And the first theory is oxidative stress. And this is what John Quixotes was talking about in that ABC Primetime Investigative Report. And oxidative stress happens because we are under an onslaught of free radicals impacting our tissues all the time. And what happens with a free radical is that it bounces around in your tissue, it damages your tissue, and it causes inflammation. And this means different things to different tissues. As this inflammation increases throughout your body and produces this oxidative stress, it changes how things are working. It's really something that we need to take away. So what the body will do is produce an antioxidant. We've all heard of antioxidants. These antioxidants come in and neutralize things. However, as we begin to age and we're exposed to more things, our body's ability to produce antioxidants goes down dramatically. So what causes this oxidative stress? So think about the things that you can avoid and can avoid. So maybe it's things you're putting into your body. Think of your diet, smoking, alcohol, even your medications. Think about the toxins you're exposed to, pesticides, pollutants. Maybe you're not active enough, and on the flip side, maybe you're too active. You are exercising all the time. And think about the radiation that you're exposed to. All of these things produce that irritation in the tissue. And so what we can do then is consume Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. So guys, look at the input ingredients in this product. It is this specific patented recipe that produces these effects. And these are natural ingredients: milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, green tea extract, and turmeric, combined in a really specific way. And some of you may be taking some or even all of these input ingredients, but I have to tell you, if it's not in this recipe, it is not as effective. In fact, it's 1,800 times more effective if it's in this recipe. So what happens is that we actually change gene expression. We turn off bad genes that may be on a loop and not stopping producing poor health, and we turn on good genes that produce good health for us. We actually switch on a pathway in every single cell in your body, the NRF2 pathway, which causes that antioxidant production. So what you see is that lowered oxidative stress, an average of 40% in 30 days. And we do that by increasing the production of superoxide dismutase by 30%, catalase by 54%. You heard that on the ABC Primetime Report. What you didn't hear is that we increase glutathione production by 300% in every cell. Right now, we need glutathione. This is the master antioxidant that's most responsible for our immune function, so that when we are under attack of any type of pathogen, it cleans up the cell for us. And if you supplement with this, it's very ineffective because it breaks down so much. So increasing glutathione that we produce is dramatically effective. We support the body's natural ability to repair and rejuvenate. We detoxify, and we increase that production of antioxidant enzymes, neutralizing more than 1 million free radicals. So this is kind of a comparison for you. People ask, why can't I consume antioxidants in food sources? Why can't I take an antioxidant supplement? The reason is it's just not effective. When you consume an antioxidant, although we want you to do that, it's part of a wellness and biohacking lifestyle. We want to get as much of that into our body. It's just not comparable. You consume one antioxidant and you're able to get rid of 1 free radical. That's extremely ineffective. When you take 1 Protandim NRF2 Synergizer a day, you're able to reduce 1 million free radicals per second. It's just not comparable. And here are some of the exciting peer-reviewed journal publications that we love. There are now about 31 articles out there that I encourage you to look on pubmed.gov and review those for yourself. Here are some of the different institutions and universities that have self-funded their own research on this science now. And this one is cool, from Washington State University. Their statement is that NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. Think of this. NRF2 activation may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. And how cool is it that it's our own body doing it?
So as Dr. Elizabeth said, there are 3 theories to aging and decline in health overall. And the second one, in addition to that oxidative stress load, is mitochondrial dysfunction, mitochondrial decline. So you remember back to your elementary science classes where you learned that the mitochondria are responsible for producing the energy of the cell. They're the powerhouse, right? And as we age, the mitochondria, they suffer from that oxidative stress that we just talked to, and they become damaged as well. So what happens is that we are not able to produce as many healthy mitochondria, and the power of our mitochondria slows down. So their ability to produce ATP slows. So the solution is our Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. So this pathway is directly responsible for mitochondrial biogenesis. So what does that mean? It means the ability to produce new, healthy, viable mitochondria. And this pathway is also responsible for getting rid of damaged mitochondria and for repairing ones that are possibly able to be repaired, and also for increasing ATP production. So same thing, we're able to go in and switch on those good switches and switch off those bad switches. Activation of a pathway, a specific pathway. So what we see with this product is an increase in cellular energy. And when the cells do their job better, everything works better, right? But we see an improved quality of sleep. We see not only cellular energy, but mental energy and physical energy, along with cognitive and brain function, and healthy circulatory and cardiovascular system.
All right, guys, this is the third theory of aging that slows down our body's ability to produce health, and that's the sirtuin activity theory. So think of sirtuins as basically the garbage truck for your cell. As our cells are doing what they need to do, they produce waste, and that waste builds up. Something needs to come in and clear that out in order for our bodies to continue to function, and that is the sirtuin protein in your cells. So think of this. It's in every single one of your cells, so it affects so many different things. It's here for mental and physical energy, motivation and mood, cardiovascular health, maintaining cholesterol levels, joint health, creating healthy DNA function, and having that, again, an added healthy inflammatory response. So same thing, as we age, this activity declines. Our ability to produce new sirtuins declines. And because of that, we notice big effects. Here is your solution. It's Protandim NAD. Again, this is a synergizer. The recipe of this product causes us to flip off bad switches, flip on good switches. And this time we're targeting the NAD pathway in every cell. And that is a pathway responsible for that sirtuin activity. So what we see is supporting healthy longevity, improving mental focus and concentration. Don't we need that right now? Supporting positive mood and motivation, boosting energy, again, both mental and physical. We talked about that inflammatory response, maintaining cholesterol levels in a healthy range, and supporting your cardiovascular system.
So these three together are our Protandim family. They consume or create our tri-synergizer combo. So we have NRF2 to decrease that oxidative stress, NRF1 to up the function of our mitochondria, and then of course NAD to really enhance the clearing of things out of our cells that we don't need in there. So this one, I want you to look at this. The gray bar shows when we take our NRF2, our NRF1, and our NAD synergizer alone. But then this blue line shows when we take the tri-synergizer, all three together. And look at this. This is antioxidant and detoxification, healthy inflammatory response. Wouldn't you like that to be up by 838%? How about the regulation of your metabolic genes? How many of you have noticed your metabolism is not quite as fast as it once was? Or the regulation of your mitochondrial biogenesis, your ability to produce more good, healthy mitochondria. And then the key enzyme in our NAD recycling and also in our NAD synthesis. That NAD synergizer, you guys, has the equivalent in your body of the impact of fasting. It's like fasting in a bottle. So we're kind of just briefly going to touch on this page, but I want you to know this is everything the company has. And we want you to know that all of these amazing products are backed by science, and we could literally do an independent conversation and webinar on each one of these products. So very briefly, the company has made affordable stacks where they have combined our products. We have the Ultimate Stack, we have the Vitality Stack, and then we also have NRF2 activation specifically for the brain chemistry. And that's our Axio. If there's something with your brain that is not the way that you want it to be, I'm telling you this is a go-to. Or how about NRF2 activation for your skin or your hair? Or how about for your four-legged friends? There's a pet tandem specifically formulated for dogs. And then we have probiotics and omega-3. And you guys, right now is the time for people to be thinking about their probiotics, right? Everyone is thinking about their health. And 75% of our immune function comes from the good bacteria in our gut. That is what ProBio is able to give you. But what's cool about this is they added a technology that allows it to bypass your stomach acid and get deep into your stomach where we need it to be to do its job. And then we have Omega Plus, which has omega-3s along with omega-7 for metabolism, and vitamin D, also huge for your immune system and your mental state. And then, of course, physique weight management. Because why? Because everyone's looking for ways to manage where their weight is. So if you watch this and you're already at this point of like, okay, I think I want to get some of these products into my body. So how do you do that? Well, whoever invited you here has their own website, and it's literally just like shopping on Amazon. They give you the link, you go check out their site, you pick what you want, and you check out. Or they can make it even simpler for you. You can tell them what you're thinking you want to try, or ask them what you should try, or what they would think would be good for you. And they can send you a preloaded cart and you can just check out. It makes it easy peasy. So the second component of what we're going to talk about tonight is how to monetize this situation, right? So if you were watching and you're like, I want everything, right? Because that's how I was, right? I wanted to try everything. I want to see what it does in my body. But you also were Rolodexing in your mind of people that you want to share this with, people that you think could benefit. I mean, who doesn't know someone right now who is concerned about their health, right? Everyone knows someone. And so if you were thinking of people that you could share this with, a distributor is a great option for you. So what you would do to become a distributor is buy a bundle of product at a discounted price. So silver, gold, or platinum. And I would totally recommend you look at that platinum pack, because when you're a product of the product, it's much easier to talk to somebody about what it could do for them if you know what it did for you. But when we're talking about monetizing, we really want to talk about creating additional streams of income. And so with this company, you get paid weekly and you also get paid monthly, and there's multiple ways that you do get paid. But getting you into profit mode is really what people want to talk about, right? It's not just your return on your investment, but how can you also get to where you're actually making an additional source of income? So if you just look at this very simply, if you came in with a platinum pack, if we help you when your team helps you enroll 3 people, you're at your return on investment phase, right? So everything above that is going to be in that profit mode. And that honestly is our goal for you, is to make it worth your time. So Dr. Elizabeth, will you tell us about the third component?
Yeah, so in every business, timing is one of the biggest factors you're looking at, right? And I think in this environment, timing is so important. And maybe right now you're open and looking for something maybe that you can do from home. This is the perfect meld. As long as you have a phone or a computer, you have access to the internet, you can work from anywhere. You can build your business on social sharing. You have your own virtual office. There is such minimal business asset. You know, trying to open a business these days is usually really expensive, and there's no inventory requirements. You don't have to hold products and try to ship them out. You have your own personal online store. It really works with you. And so why now? Just think about, have you heard of this before? Most people have not, especially in the US and Canada. But think of how much sales in the wellness category have gone up. Not only on this graph, it shows the last 8 years. Think of the last 2 months. People are looking for ways to produce and enhance their health right now. And again, our excitement. Over 220 studies published on oxidative stress and growing alone. Remember, this is just one of our products that produces a solution for oxidative stress. There's so much more research on the other products and the other states of health that we're trying to change.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what we're going to do is look a little bit further at what does it look like? What would a business structure look like for you, and based around what your goals are. So on the left, you see Pro 3 highlighted here. So the pros are the ranks that you make dependent on what is going through your business. So Pro 3 is something where you have about $5,000 worth of product going through your overall business. So it's the things that you're purchasing, your customers are purchasing, and the business builders that you have in your corporation or in your business are purchasing. So $5,000 a month. And the average monthly commission, if you look at the third column, is $626. How could that help you right now? I know that could be a car payment or many different things. Pro 5. So this is $20,000 in business going through your business per month. And look at that, $3,000. This is a lot of people's income in general. Think if you could produce this while you were also working with your other job. And then Elite Pro 7. Look at this monthly income, $13,000. There are not many professions where you're able to make $13,000 in a month. And the cool thing is you set the goal. What are you looking for? What do you want to accomplish? Is it something you want to do from home and add to your income, or is it something you want to actually work with to replace your current income? And so you're wondering, go ahead, sorry.
Yes, this is the big question, right? Can I do this though? You see those numbers, you hear us talking about the science, and you think, can I do this? So the fourth component is, of course, the system. And really the answer is absolutely 100% yes. So it's 24/7 support, easy to follow system. We help you launch and learn and lead at your own pace, while also promoting you to grow personally in these categories of skill set, mindset, and also leadership. There's regular corporate events and trainings, and of course, incentives to keep you motivated, and a private support community. So honestly, some people are just looking for the community, and some people they just really see the science and think other people need to hear about this. Some people want to replace their income. We don't know where you are, but we know that if you're on the team and you want something out of this, you'll reach up and we'll reach down, and we will support you along your own journey. So we went through the 4 components, right? The products and the science and the research are obviously what got Dr. Elizabeth and I both excited. But honestly, it's the compensation, timing, and the system that you really fall in love with that part too. It's really the duo of these things together. But right now you might be thinking you need more information. So I'm going to encourage you to get back to the person that invited you if you need more information, or if you know that you want to get these products. Become a customer, start biohacking your health, start activating your cells, and see where your cellular protection goes, because it literally is just life-changing. Or if you know you want to take the products, but you also have people that you want to share this with, join our team, because we really want you. We want you to become a part of Team LifeVantage and start sharing all of these benefits with your friends and family too. So thank you so much for getting on tonight, and have a great night.